Today we celebrate the feast of St. Elizabeth Ann Seton, the first canonized American saint. She grew up Episcopalian in New York City at the time of the American Revolution, married a gentleman named William Seton, who developed tuberculosis early on after the birth of several of their children. They traveled to Italy for a more benign climate, hopefully that he could recover, but tragically he died there in Italy. And Elizabeth was kindly taken in by these Italian friends who had their own chapel and their own priest to celebrate Mass. And it was at Mass, in her experience of the host being lifted up, that St. Elizabeth Seton was really, in a sense, converted on the spot, believing in the real presence, believing in the Eucharist, and coming to Catholicism. She returns to America, converts to Catholicism, loses most of her family support and all of her friends, and ends up starting a religious order. Her habit was the garb of Italian widowhood, which she had donned when she was in Italy, and she just kept that as the habit of her community. She's rightfully viewed as the mother of the Catholic school system in America. When you think of all the Catholic schools in the United States throughout our history, grade schools, high schools, colleges, universities, Catholic Church in this country built the largest, most expansive, most effective educational system in the world. And it was inspired really because in its time, public education was profoundly Protestant, and the Catholic bishops and leadership were concerned that the children of the immigrants would lose their faith if they went to the public schools. So we built this massive Catholic school system. But it's in Emmitsburg, Maryland, that Elizabeth Seton lived, founded her first school, founded her order, continued to be a mother to her children, died while she was in her 40s. But as we celebrate her feast today, as we honor her legacy, which is a remarkable one of perseverance, of zeal, of dedication and courage, we honor our Catholic schools. And so I'm grateful for our principals, our teachers, our staff, our pastors, Michael Lancaster and the leadership here on the level of the diocese. I know Catholic Schools Week is coming up, so we'll be doing another video for that. But today is just a shout out to all of our schools and all that they represent, that in this communion of discipleship, our children come to learn Jesus, to know Jesus, to love Jesus, be in a living relationship with him, and to be formed in a Catholic worldview, that we can see things as they are because we have put on the lens of faith, and it's through that prism that we come to see the beauty and the reality of God's presence, his life, and his action in our world. St. Elizabeth Ann Seton, pray for us.